Hey guys, it is Dungeon Master Mark, and you'll have to excuse the location today. Actually just got out of work a little bit ago, and I wanted to knock out the newest book review today, which is over the new Pathfinder book, Gears of Faith. I believe this actually comes out in about a week, so you actually have to definitely look for it on Paizo's website and on Amazon. This particular Pathfinder Tales novel, very different. I gotta say, I really like it. There's a lot of interesting material in this book. One of the biggest questions a lot of GMs have is about the Starstone test in Pathfinder. And what that is that is where a mortal can take the test to ascend to godhood. This book has a very large portion of the book is about that test. And it tells you a lot of little details. I'm not going to go too much information on what happens in the book, but the storyline, very interesting. Definitely a twist at the end, so you'll definitely have to read it for yourselves. It also has a lot of information about Absalom, which is the main capital city of Galarian, or the Pathfinder world, which is also where the Pathfinder's headquarters is located. Gives you a lot of information on different sections of the city. It also goes into a lot of detail, as I said, about the Starstone test. Some of the cultures in the city, like how some of the merchants act towards visitors, how some of the knights in different religions feel towards the city and maybe visitors towards the city. So if you're a GM and you're looking for a really good Pathfinder Tales book, not only for a good read and a good story, but also to add things to your kind of repertoire of your campaign. If you want to get more insight as to how the city operates, how some of the religions in the city work. Now, one of the main characters is Kieran, she is a knight of Iumade. It's going to give you a lot of information on the religion, how inquisitors, paladins, and some of the holy warriors of that religion kind of base themselves and how they function as far as like a military unit. There's also Zay, who is a gnomish, kind of a tinkerer, not quite like the Dragonlance where it's almost comical the way they create things. Think of more an artificer who's into making constructs, who's into making mechanical little devices, things like that. And it's really going to give you a lot of information on the way the Bree or Bry, the one deity in Galarian, kind of looks at healing people and making constructs and mechanical toys and all kinds of interesting things. So overall, out of a rating of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, I've probably got to give this book, I'm going to say an 8 or 8.5. Definitely a good read, a very good story. The other night I was only going to spend about an hour reading. I think I wound up spending about 3 or 4. I just completely got lost in the story. So very good story. Great character details. I know some people don't like the fact that in Galarian they bring forth alternate lifestyles. You know, they've had gay couples and gay characters. So the two main female characters in this they kind of hint that they're lovers. So like I said, it's not something where they really push that they have an alternative lifestyle, but it's very faint, very casual. So kudos to Pathfinder for encouraging their fantasy world to be much more diverse. Like I said, that does not bother me personally. If you're one of those people that bothers you, I just want to leave it out there to begin with. It's not something where they shove that down your throat. It's not something that's very obvious, so don't worry about if you have children reading it or anything like that. But the two are in a very loving relationship, and it's interesting because the two people are so different. One of the other things in the book I find interesting is Kieran, the one who worships Iumade. She is an inquisitor, kind of like a paladin, but she has not yet learned to use magic, or at least divine magic. So it focuses on how her character learns how to cast magic for the first time. And I think that's really interesting. When you read the book, the way some of the spellcasters explain to her how to learn to cast divine magic is very interesting. And when you read the book, I think that's something you may want to introduce when you roleplay one of those divine casters that's learning to cast spells, like a ranger or a paladin or an inquisitor. So, like I said, a very good book. I definitely recommend it. I will put a link down below to where you can find the book. Like I said, I believe it comes out in a week. I actually got an advanced copy, so thank you for letting me have the advanced copy. Definitely a good read. I definitely recommend it. I can't say enough good things, guys. Thanks for watching. I've got a couple more books in the near future, a couple role-playing game books I'm going to be doing reviews on as well. And if there's any other books or games that you want to see a review of, please shoot me an email or a PM, and I will try to get to those as soon as possible, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.